director. In supporting roles, the film follows an Indian soldier assigned to eliminate his former mentor who has gone rogue. Principal photography of the film began in the second week of September 2018 and concluded in March 2019. Initially titled Fighters, the film's title was changed after the release of the official teaser in July 2019. The film music was composed by Vishal Shekhar with lyrics written by Kumar. War was theatrically released in India in 4DX on 2 October 2019, the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. War opened with collection of Rs 53.35 crore net, which is the highest opening collection for Bollywood films released so far. It broke the record for the highest opening day collection of Thugs of Hindustan. Khalid, an Indian soldier, is assigned to eliminate Kabir, a former soldier turned rogue who mentored Khalid. This leads to war between them. Casting Hrithik Roshan as Kabir Luthra, Tiger Shroff as Khalid Khan Saurabh, Vani Kapoor as Naina, Ashutosh Rana as Kolyan Luthra, Anupriya Goenka as Aditi, Deepanita Sharma as Dr. Malika Singhal, Soni Razdan as Khiladi's mother, Swarupa Ghosh as Sherna Patel, Sanjeev Basta as Rizwan Laisi, Arif Jaikara as Dr. Utpal Biswas, Mohit Chauhan as V.K. Naidu, Salman Sharif as Oslav, Imran Ahmad as Saini, Shahbaz Akhtar as Vishal, Shrikant Trivedi as Derek, Jaisal Lever as Muthu, Middat Ghulam Khan as Sadin Adam, Ravi Avana as Bashir Haseem. On occasion of Yash Chopra's birthday anniversary, Yash Raj Films announced a thrilling action film starring Hrithik Roshan and Tiger Shroff. Hrithik and Tiger shared screen space for the first time in the film directed by Siddharth Anand. It has been 13 years since Hrithik and YRF teamed up post Doom 2, and the film is Tiger's first YRF film. Vani Kapoor was finalized to play lead role. Two international action choreographers from Hollywood and Korea were employed to design action sequences. Siddharth, the director, stated, "We want to push the benchmark of action movies that are made in our country, so we are bringing two of the biggest action choreographers together to design some of the most outlandish and visually spectacular sequences. On one hand, we have Andy R. Armstrong from Hollywood, and on other we have Mr. O, who is an outstanding martial arts action choreographer from South Korea." Principal photography began in the second week of September 2018. The film also has a dance of between the two stars. The film schedule was wrapped up in the beginning of March 2019. Marketing and release. The film was released on 2 October 2019, coinciding with the Gandhi Jayanti. The official 4K teaser of the film was released on 15th July 2019 by Yash Raj Films. It has garnered 54 million new views since it was released. The official trailer of the film was released on 27 August 2019 by Yash Raj Films. Soundtrack. The music of the film is composed by Vishal Shekhar with lyrics written by Kumar. All themes are composed by Sanchit Balhara. On review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds a rating of 75% based on 8 reviews with an average rating of 5 out of 10. Bollywood Hungama rated 4 stars out of 5 and said, "War is an action entertainer which has a style as well as enough twists and turns to keep the viewers engrossed at the box office. The extended weekend, dazzling action, stunning internationally, locally and stylish executions will ensure mammoth footfalls for the films." Times of India rated it 3 out of 5 stars and said, "Lot of style, stunts and show. but lacks a solid storyline. India Today rated it 2.5 out of 5 stars and said, "War is a crowd puller, but it isn't meant to further the cause of cinema." Taran others rated it 4 stars out of 5 and said, "Escapist cinema at its best. Aces, Hrithik and Tiger's powered-packed act and chemistry. Dazzling action pieces, stunning visual appeal, ample thrills, twists, suspense." Republic World gave 4.5 stars out of 5 stars and said, "Epic action spectacle, rides on water right script, world-class action, fast-paced and thrilling screenplay." Hrithik Roshan performance is iconic. Tiger Shroff delivers career best act, Siddharth vision and direction in superlative. Komal Nathau Film Information reviews positive and said the film could prove to be the starting of a new franchise for the Yes Raj Films banner. Sonal Gera, writing for Indian TV, gave the 3.5. India Today rated it 2.5 out of 5 stars and said, "War is a crowd puller, but it isn't meant to further the cause of cinema." Taran others rated it 4 stars out of 5 stars and said, "Escapist cinema and its best. Aces, Hrithik and Tiger's power-packed act and chemistry, dazzling action pieces, stunning visual appeal, ample thrills, twists, suspense." Republic World gave 4.5 stars out of 5 stars and said, "Epic action spectacle, rides on watertight script, world-class action, fast-paced and thrilling screenplay." Hrithik Roshan performance is iconic. Tiger Shroff delivers career best act. Siddharth vision and direction is superlative. Komal Nathau Film Information review is positive and said the film could prove to be starting of a new franchise for the Yes Raj Films banner. Sonal Gera, writing for India TV, gave the 3.5 stars out of 5, stating, "Hrithik Roshan Tiger Shroff of Abbas Mustan Kinda twists, turns, characters, situations, logic, gravity, physics, chemistry and some Ekta Kapoor-esque tricks all tossed together to make a visually spectacular concussions." DNA India gave the 3 stars out of 5, stating, "War seemed more like a Hrithik Roshan and YRF comeback than anything else." Shubhra Gupta, writing for the Indian Express, gave the 2 stars out of 5, stating, "The chief trouble with war is that all the space is divided up between Hrithik Roshan and Tiger Shroff that the poor baddies don't really get a chance." Anna M.M. Vatikad, writing for First Post, gave the 2 stars out of 5, stating, "War could have been a suspenseful, eye-catching, entertaining ride, but for its politics behind the guns, glows and glamour. But this film is a painful considering ode to Muslim loyalty to our Watan. An ode that is particularly cynical and offensive considering that the past 5 years have hurdled unprecedented Islamophobia in India." Saibal Chatterjee, writing for NDTV, gave 1.5 out of 5 stars, stating, "Powered by 2 loose-limbed and resolutely stone-faced male leads, Hrithik and Tiger, war is all style and no substance." War opened with a collection of Rs 53.35 crore on its first day. It is the highest opening day collection for Bollywood films released so far. Action film is a film genre in which the protagonist or protagonists are thrust into a series of events that typically include violence, extended fighting, physical feats, and frantic chases. Action films tend to feature a resourceful hero struggling against incredible odds, which include life-threatening situations, a villain, or a pursuit which usually concludes in victory for the hero. Though a smaller number of films in the genre have ended in the victory for the villain instead. Advancements in CGI have made it cheaper and easier to create action sequences and other visual effects that required the efforts of professional stunt crews in the past. However, reactions to actions film containing significant amounts of CGI have been mixed, as films that used computer animations to create unrealistic, highly unbelievable events are often met with criticism. While action has long been a recurring component in films, the action film genre began to develop in the 1970s along with the increase of stunts and special effects. Common action scenes in films are generally, but not limited to, explosions, car crashes, first fights, and shootouts. This genre is closely associated with the thriller and adventure genres, and they may also contain elements of drama and spy fiction. Some historians consider The Great Train Robbery 1930 to be the first action film. During the 1990s and 1930s, action-based films were often swashbuckling adventure films in which actors such as Douglas Fairbanks wielded swords and period pieces of westerns. Indian action films in the era were known as stunt films. The 1940s and 1950s saw actions in a new form through war and cowboy movies. Alfred Hitchcock ushered in the spy adventure genre while also establishing the use of action-oriented set pieces like the famous crop duster scene and the Mount Rushmore finale in a North Harry Saltzman to invest in their own spy adventure based on the novels of Ian Fleming. The long-running success of the James Bond films or series, which dominated the action films of the 1960s, introduced a staple of the modern-day action film. The resourceful heroes, such larger-than-life characters, were a veritable one-man army able to dispatch villainous masterminds after cutting through their disposable henchmen in increasingly creative ways. Such heroes are ready with one-liners, puns, and dry quips. The Bond films also used fast-cutting car chases, fast fights, a variety of weapons and gadgets, and elaborate action sequences. Producer-director John Strugger's 1963 film The Great Escape, featuring Allied prisoners of war attempting to escape a German POW camp during World War II, and featuring future icons of the action genre including Stephen McQueen and Charles Bronson, is an example of an action film prototype. During the 1970s, gritty detective stories and urban crime dramas began to evolve and fuse themselves with the new action style, leading to a string of maverick police officer films such as Bullet, The French Connection, and The Seven Ups. Dirty Harry essentially lifted its star Clint Eastwood out of his cowboy typecasting and framed him as the archetypal hero of urban action film in many countries. Restrictions on languages, adult content, and violence has loosened up, and these elements became more widespread. In the 1970s, martial arts films from Hong Kong became popular with Western audiences and inspired big-budget films such as Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon 1973. Chuck Norris blended martial arts with the cops and robbers in films such as A Good Guy's Rear Back 1978 and A Force of One 1979. From Japan, Sonny Chiba started in the first martial arts movie in 1973 called The Karate Kiba. His breakthrough international hit was The Street Fighter series in 1974, which established him as the reigning Japanese martial arts actor in international cinema. He also played the role of Mas Oyama in Champion of Death, Karate Beer Fighter, and Karate of Life in 1975 to 1977. Chiba's action films were not only bounded by martial arts, but also action thrills. Doberman Cop and Golgo 13 Assignment Kovalan, both from 1977. Jajiki Shogun's Samurai 1978, Samurai Ren's Coronation 1981, and Science Fiction Jeevan Samurai 1979. In the 1980s, Hollywood produced many big-budget action blockbusters with actors such as Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lawrence Lamas, Michael Dudikoff, Charles Borowski, and Bruce Willis. Steven Spielberg and George Lucas paid their homage to the Bond-inspired style with the Raiders of the Lost Ark 1981. In 1982, veteran actor Nick Nolte and rising comedian Eddie Murphy broke Brock's Office recorded with the action comedy 48 Hours, credited as the first buddy cop movie that same year. Sylvester Stallone started in First Blood, the first installment in the Rambo film series, which made the character John Rambo a pop culture icon. 1984 saw the beginning of the Terminator franchise starring Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger. The story provides one of the greatest roles for a woman in action, and Hamilton was required to put in extensive effort to develop a strong physique. 1987's Lethal Weapon starring Mel Gibson, Danny Glover and Darren Love was another significant action film hit of the decade and another buddy cop genre classic, launching a franchise that spawned 3 sequels. The 1988 film Die Hard was particularly influential on the development of the action genre. In the film, Bruce Willis plays a New York police detective who inadvertently becomes embroiled in a terrorist takeover of a Los Angeles office building high-rise. The use of a maverick, resourceful lone hero has always been a common thread from James Bond to John Rambo, but John McClane is a die-hard is a much more of an everyday person whom circumstances turns into a reluctant hero. The film set a pattern for a host of imitators like Under Siege and Sudden Death, which used the same formula in a different setting. By the end of the 1980s, the influence of the successful action film could be felt in almost every genre. 1990s, like a western genre, spy movies, as well as urban action films, were starting to parody themselves, and with the growing revolution in CGI, computer-generated imaginary, the real-world settings began to give way to increasingly fantastic environments. This new era of action films often had budgets unlike any in the history of motion pictures. The success of the many Dirty Harry and James Bond sequels had proven that a single successful action film could lead to continuing action franchising. Thus, the 1980s and 1990s saw a rise of technologies that would allow them to beat the competitions and take audiences to new heights. The success of Tim Burton's Batman 1989 led to a string of financially successful sequels. With a single decade, they proved the viability of a novel subgenre of action film, the comic book movie. Action film also became important in the direct-to-video market. The Chicago Tribune reported in 1994 that the direct-to-video action movie is easy to spot on stored shelves because it usually has death, future or blood in its title. The cover of the video box habitually features a rugged man snuggling some sort of semi-automatic weapon aimed at a backdrop of high-tech destructions. The plots are virtually interchangeable, though cop tracks down brutal serial killer. Tough FBI or DEA agents battle South American drug kidnaps. Tough CIA agents taken on a Middle Eastern terrorist. Though cyborg cop squares off with sadistic cyborg villain in the 25th century in a short bargain basement Shikarvanajar. Family films became more important than such action movies in the direct-to-video market during the 1990s as our retailers stocked more copies of blockbuster films instead of more titles. While action films continued to flourish as the medium-budget genre movie, it also fused with the tentpole pictures in other genres. For example, 209's Star Trek had several science fiction tropes and concepts like time travel through a black hole. However, most of the film was structured around action sequences, many of the quite sequential hand-to-hand shooting. While the original Star Wars featured some of this kind of fighting, there was just as much emphasis on starships, chases, and dogfights in outer space. The newer films featured more lightsaber duels, sometimes more intense and acrobatic themed than the originals. Some fan films also have similar duel scenes, like those the prequel trilogy. It was action with a science fiction twist. The trend with films such as The Matrix and the Dark Knight series is that hand-to-hand pitting and shine material arts techniques are now widely used in science fiction and superhero movies. Sylvester Stallone's The Expendables used most in Liga for a perceived golden age of action films by casting 1980s action stars alongside new actors in the genre such as Jason Statham. In the Fast and the Furious series, the action film staple of the car chase is the central plot driver, as it had been in Smokey and the Bandit films in the 1970s. The crossover action with science fiction and superhero films continues with many Marvel Comics characters and settings being used for big budget films. Currently, action films requiring extensive stunt work and special effects tend to be expensive. As such, they are regarded as mostly a large studio genre in Hollywood, although this is not the case in Hong Kong action cinema, where action films are often modern variants of martial arts films (MAF) because of their roots and lower budget. Hong Kong action films typically center on physical acrobats, martial arts fight scene, stylized gunplay, and dangerous stunt work performed by leading stunt actors. On the other hand, American action films typically feature big explosions, car chases, stunt doubles, and CGI special effects. Hong Kong action cinema was at its peak from the 1970s to 1990s, when its action movies were experimenting with and popularizing various new techniques that would eventually be adopted by Hollywood action movies. This began in the early 1970s with the martial art movies of Bruce Lee, which led to a wave Bruce Politicians movies that eventually gave way to the comedy kung fu films of Jackie Chan by the end of the decade. During the 1980s, Hong Kong action cinema reinvented itself with various new movies. This include the modern martial arts action movies featuring physical acrobatics and dangerous stunt work of Jackie Chan and his stunt team, as well as Yuan Biao and Sammo Hung, the Wire Fu, a Woksai films of Jet Li, Donnie Yen, Yen Wang-ping, and Dushe Hark, the Gun Fu, Heroic Blossom, and tried films of Chow Yun-fat, Ringo Lam, and Johan Woo, and the Girls with Guns films of Michael Yeoh and Mona Loy. A hybrid of the action and adventure genres that features the protagonist traveling to exotic locations while being chased, attacked, or thrust into physical challenges that result in fights, chases, destructions, and life-threatening stunts. Examples include the Indiana Jones franchise and many superhero films. A subgenre involving action and humor. The subgenre became a popular trend in the 1980s when actors who were known for their background in comedy, such as Eddie Murphy, began to take roles in action films. Comedy films such as Dumb and Dumber and Big Mama's House that contains action-laden subplots are not considered part of this combined genre Action scenes have a more integral role in action comedies. A common starter of action comedy is the buddy cop film, including 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, Lethal Weapon, Midnight Run, Bad Boys, Rush Hour, The Rundown, Hot Fuzz, The Nice Guys, and the animated Zootopia. Bad Boys. Another common starter of action comedy is the martial arts comedy, which became popular in Hong Kong action cinema since the 1980s, with Jackie Chan being the most famous example, along with Sammo Hung and Stephen Chow. Action crime, a hybrid of the action film and crime film. Crime action films feature action set pieces such as shootouts, explosions, and car chases within a criminal setting. While criminality is typically featured in an action film, these films specifically feature protagonists who are mostly cops, criminals, and a heist, illegal trade. Investigation or crime busting is often the focus of the story. Examples include New Jack City, Collateral, Training Day, Street Kings, Dark Blue, End of Watch, Sabotage, Believer, Asura, The City of Madness, Master, Heat, and American Made. A subgenre involving action and drama, these films often combine action sequences with serious themes and characters inside. Examples include Top Gun, Patriots Day, The Last Castle, House of the Rising Sun, Sarkar, Linga, Jashima, and Cold Pursuit. A subgenre combining the instructions of an evil force event, a supernatural personage of horror films with the gunfights and frenetic chases of the action genre. Themes or elements often prevalent in typical action horror films include gory demons, vicious animals, vampires, and most commonly zombies. This category can also take elements from the fantasy genre. Examples include Aliens, Army of Darkness, Resident Evil, Ghost Rider, Day Live, Planet Terror, Predator, Undead, I Saw the Evil, Train to Busan, Doomsday, Underworld, Constelline, Swamp Thing, Priest, The Crow, Down of the Head, Deep Rising, From Dusk Till Dawn, Blade, Legion, and End of the Days. Featuring guns, cool explosions, and amazing set pieces, this movie types first developed in the 1970s in such films as Dirty Harry and The French Connection, and became the exemplar of the Hollywood mega blockbuster in the 1980s in such works as Die Hard and Lethal Weapons. These films often feature a race against the clock, lots of violence, and a clear, often flamboyantly evil antagonist, though they may involve elements of crime or mystery films. Those aspects take a back seat to the action. Other significant works include Hard Boiled, True Romance, Point Break, The Warrior's Bullet, The Seven Ups Cobra, First Blood, Rambo First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3rd, Taken, and John Wick. The Die Hard subgenre, in which the story takes place in a limited location, a single built plane or vessels which is seized or under threat by enemies agent, but are opposed by a single hero who fights an extended battle within the location using stealth and cunning to attempt to defeat them, has become popular in Hollywood because of its crowd appeal and the relative simplicity of building sets for such as a constrained piece. Examples include Under Siege, terrorists take over a ship, Broken Arrow, terrorists hijack a nuclear weapon from a B-2 bomber, Snakes on a Plane, Prisoners, snakes take over a passenger plane, Speed, terrorist takes over a bus, Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, and Relied, hostages are trapped on trains and buses, Sudden Death, terrorists take over an ice hockey stadium, Passenger 57 executive decision, and Air Force One. Hostages are trapped on a plane. Con-air criminals take over a transport plane and half past dead. And the rock criminals are terrorists taken over a prison. Paul Blart Mall Cop is a recent spoof of this trend as Die Hard Mall. A subgenre that became incredibly popular in the 80s with films such as 48 Hours, Lethal Weapon, and Beverly Hills Cop that typically involve two mismatched heroes who are almost always police officers whose relationship evolves as they advance the plot. This genre saw a minor resurgence in the 2000s with films like Rush Hour, Bad Boys, The Nice Guys, and Unprompted. Having elements of thriller and sometimes science fiction films, the main conflict of this genre is some sort of natural or artificial disaster, such as floods, earthquakes, hurricanes, volcanoes, pandemics, etc. Examples include Independence Day daylight earthquake, Gestron 2012, The Day After Tomorrow, The President's Adventure, Poseidon, the Towering in Fruit, its peak deep impact volcano, The Core, Armageddon's Twisters Pompeii, San Andreas, Into the Storm, The Fifth Wave, and The Hurricane East. A subgenre of the action film material, arts film contain numerous hand-to-hand combats between characters. They are usually the film's primarily appeal and entertainment value and are often the method of storytelling, character expressions, and development. Material arts film contain main characters who are material artists. Their roles are often played by actors who are real materials artists. If not actors, usually frequently train in the preparation for their roles. Another method of going around this issue is that the action director may rely more on stylized action filmmaking tricks. Examples include the Hong Kong action films such as Police Story, Kung Fu Hustle, Fearless Fist of a Force of One, Ninja's Assassin, Hong Bak, The Octagon, Kill Bill, Lone Wolf McQuaid, Mortal Kombat, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Raider Redemption, Champion of Death Karate Bear Fighter, Doberman Cop Golgo 13, Assignment, Kovalon, Big Trouble in Little China, Charlie's Angels, and the Street Fighter series. A variant of the genre is Wuxia, a stylized action fantasy period genre typical set in ancient Asia where skill in the material arts can enable fantastic abilities like flying and magic-like abilities. Sharing many of the conventions of a science fiction film, since fiction action films emphasizes gunplay, space battles, and weaponry and other science fiction elements weaved into action film premises. Examples include G.I. Samurai, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, The Matrix, Total Recall, Minority Report, The Island, Star Wars, The Man in Black franchise, Aliens, iRobot, Transformers, The Hunger Games, Equilibrium, District 9, Serenity, Akira, Paycheck, Predator, Robocop, Avatar, Mad Max 2, Divergent, The Live Escape from New York, Demolitions Man, Virtuosity, and The Fifth Element. In which the hero is generally a government agent who must take violent action against the agents of a rival government or in recent years terrorists. They often revolve around spies who are involved in investigating various events. Often on a global scale, this subgenre deals with the subject of fictional episodes either in a realistic way such as the adaptations of John Le Carre or as a basis of fantasy such as James Bond. It is a significant aspect of British cinema with leading British directors such as Alfred Hitchcock and Carol Reed making notable contributions in many films set in the British Secret Service. The subgenre showcases a combination of exciting escapism, heavy action, stylized fights, technological thrills, and exotic locales. Not all spy films fall in the action genre. Only those showcasing having action, such as frequent shootouts and car crashes, fall in action. Spy films with laser action would be in the thriller genre. See the spy entry in the subgenres of thriller film. Action film of this subgenre includes Casino Royale, the Mission Impossible franchise heroine, True Lies Assault from Paris with Love, The International, Patriot Games, Triple X, Miss Congeniently, and Jason Brown in the Brown series. Usually having elements of science fiction and fantasy, they focus on the action of one or more superheroes who usually possesses superhuman abilities and are dedicated to protecting the public. These films are almost always action oriented, and the first film of a particular character often includes a focus on the origin of the special powers, including the first fight against the character's most famous supervillain, archenemy. Some superheroes are often from Marvel and DC, or they can be made up example including Batman Begins, Iron Man, Green Lantern, Spider-Man, The Avengers, X-Men, Thor, Captain America, The First Avenger, Daredevil, Hulk, Wonder Woman, Kick-Ass, Superman Returns, and Justice League. An action subgenre featuring adventurous and heroic characters known as swashbucklers. These films are usually set in the past period and feature sword fighting scenes. The amount of actual violence is usually limited as the bad guys are thrown aside or knocked by the hilt of the swords and not really killed except for the lead antagonists. Examples include Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, The Sea Hawk, The Three Musketeers, and The Black Pirate. Actors from the 1950s and the 1960s, such as John Wayne, Steve McQueen, and Lee Marvin, passed the torch in the 1970s to actors such as Bruce Lee, Tom Laughlin, Charles Bronson, Chuck Norris, Clint Eastwood, and Sonny Chiba. In the 1980s, Mel Gibson and Danny Glover had a popular string of a buddy cop film in the Lethal Weapon franchise. Beginning in the mid-1980s, actors such as ex-bodybuilder Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone wielded automatic weapons in a number of action films. Stern-faced martial artists Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme made a number of films. Bruce Willis played a Western-inspired hero in the popular Die Hard series of action films. In the 1990s and 2000s, Asian actors Chow Yun-fat, Jet Li, and Jackie Chan appeared in a number of different types of Hollywood action films, and American actors Wesley Snipes and Vin Diesel both had many roles, while Keanu Reeves and Harrison Ford both had major roles in action science fiction films The Matrix and Blade Runner, respectively. The latter branched out into a number of other action genres such as action adventure films. American actor Matt Damon, who was nominated for an Academy Award for his sensitive portrayal of a math genius working as a janitor in Good Will Hunting, later morphed into action hero with the car chase and gunfire-filled Jason Bourne franchise. Same thing happened to star Tom Cruise, who turned into a mature action star with the Mission Impossible series, Jack Reacher, and other films. Leonardo DiCaprio is another good example of it, but without a film franchise as the previous. European action actors such as Belgian Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bloodsport, Hard Target, Time Cop, French Jean Reno, etc. Increasing numbers of films starring women as the action heroes are being produced. These are celebrated by Artemis in Action Film Festival, which honors women who work as actors, stunt women, and directors in action films. Gina Davis Institute on Gender in Media works to document the on-screen time and representation in women in all film types with a view to improving the equality of work for actresses. Analysis of the lines spoken in action film shows many recent films in this genre and dominated by male dialogue. Analysis of the lines in 2016's biggest blockbuster shows that despite much hype about the lead female in Rogue One and the female characters in Suicide Squad and Captain America's Civil War, these characters still had a limited share of dialogue. Some male actors appear to champion the cause of women in action films. Tom Cruise has been applauded for his sexual on-screen relationship with recent female co-stars. Kobe Smulders in Jack Reacher, Never, Go Back, and Emily Blunt in Edge of Tomorrow. Tom Cruise has been honored with an Artemis Action Rebel award for his work in championing strong female heroes in film. Notable action films directors from the 1960s and 1970s include Sam Peckinpah, whose 1969 western The Wild Bunch was controversial for its bloody violence and nihilist tone. US-made English-language films such as Hard Target, Broken Arrow, and Face Off, John McTiernan, and the first and third Die Hard films, Predator, The Last Action Hero, Ridley Scott, Black Rain, Black Hawk Down, The Wachowskis, The Matrix Trilogy, Andrzej Petrovic, Tommy Must Day, Exit Wounds, Cradle to the Grave, Street Fighter, The Legend of the Chun-Li, Robert Rodriguez, Mexico Trilogy, From Dusk Till Dawn, Machete, and Michael Bay, the first two Bad Boys films, The Rock, Transformers, Pentalogy, Louis Terrarier, the first two Transporter films, Unleashed. For a longer list, see the list of action film directors article. Yes Raj Film is an Indian film production and distribution company working in Hindi cinema. Since its inception in the 1970s, the company has grown to be one of the largest film studios in India. YRF was founded by Yash Raj Chopra, a veteran of the Indian film industry in 1970. Yash Chopra started out as an assistant to his elder brother, B.R. Chopra, and went on to direct 5 films for his brother's banner BR Films. YRF controls almost every part of the value chain from production to post-production, domestic and international distribution, music, home entertainment, marketing, design, digital, licensing, merchandising, talent, management, brand partnerships, music studios and film studios, all in-house facilities. YRF has its own fully integrated studio that houses shooting stages and sound studios and is headquartered in Mumbai. After the death of founder Yash Chopra in 2012, His son Aditya Chopra took over as chairman and managing director of the company. In India, YRF has a network of distribution offices in Mumbai, Delhi, Jalandhar, Jaipur, Amravati, Indore, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Chennai, and Kochi. Internationally, there are offices in the United Kingdom, the United States of America, and the United Arab Emirates. Films produced and distributed by Yash Raj Films. Hrithik Roshan, born 10 January 1974, is an Indian actor who appears in Bollywood films. He has portrayed a variety of characters and is known for his dancing skills. One of the highest paid actors in India. He has won many awards, including 6 Filmfares, 4 for Best Actor and 1 each for Best Debut and Best Actor Critics. Starting in 2012, he appeared in Forbes India's Celebrity 100 based on his income and popularity. Roshan has frequently collaborated with his father. He made brief appearances as a child actor in several films in the 1980s and later worked as an assistant director on 4 of his father's films. His first leading role was in the box office successes Kaho Na Pyar Hai 2000, for which he received several awards. Performances in the 2000 terrorism drama Fiza and the 2001 assemble melodrama Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum consolidated his reputation but were followed by several poorly received films. The 2003 science fiction film Koi Mil Gaya, for which Roshan won 2 Filmfare Awards, was a turning point in his career. He also appeared in its sequels Krish 2006 and Krish 3 2013. He earned praise for his portrayal of a thief in 2006 adventure film Doom 2, Mughal Emperor Akbar in the 2008 historical romance Jodha Akbar, and a quadriplegic in the 2010 drama Gujarish. He played the lead in the 2011 drama Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, the 2012 revenge film Agnipath, the 2014 action comedy Bang Bang, which ranks as the highest grossing release, and the 2019 biopic Super 30. Roshan has too also performed on stage and debuted on the television with Just Dance 2011. As a judge on the latter, he became the highest paid film star on Indian television. He is involved with a number of human-train causes and draws several brands and products and has launched his own clothing line. Roshan was married for 14 years to Hussain Khan, with whom he has 2 children. Roshan was born on 10 January 1974 in Bombay to a Punjabi family prominent in Bollywood. His father, film director Rakesh Roshan, is the son of music director Roshan Lala Nagarath. His mother Pinky is the daughter of producer and director J. Om Prakash. His uncle Rajesh is a music composer. Roshan has an older sister, Sunena, and was educated at the Bombay Scottish School. Roshan is of a part Bengali ancestry from his paternal grandmother's side. Although Roshan practices Hinduism, he says that I am not religious, I don't visit temples, but I hope there is a superpower. Roshan felt isolated as a child. He was born with an extra thumb fused to the one of the highest hand, which led some of his peers to avoid him. He had stammered since the age of 6. This caused him problems at school, and if facing injury and illness to avoid oral tests, he was helped by daily speech therapy. Roshan's grandfather Prakash first brought him on a screen at the 6. In the film Asha 1980, he danced in a song enacted by Jitendra, for which Prakash paid him ₹100. Roshan made uncredited appearances in various films. project, including his father's production, Aapke Diwane in 1980, in Prakash Aspas 1981, he appeared in the song Shahar Mein Charcha Hai. The actor's only speaking role during this period came when he was 12. He was seen as Govinda, the little character adopted son in Prakash Bhagwan Dada 1986. Roshan decided that he wanted to be a full-time actor, but his father insisted that he focuses on his studies. In his early 20s, he was diagnosed with scoliosis that would not allow him to dance or perform stunts. Initially devastated, he eventually decided to become an actor anyway. Around a year after the diagnosis, he took a chance by jogging on a beach when he was caught in a downpour. There was no pain, and becoming more confident, he was able to increase his pace with no adverse effects. Roshan sees this day as the turning point of his life. Roshan attended Sydenham College, where he took part in a dance and music festivals while studying. Graduating in commerce, Roshan assisted his father on 4 films: Khud Garz, King Uncle, Karan Arjun and Koila, while also sweeping the floor and making tea for the crew. After pack-up, Roshan would enact Shah Rukh Khan's scene from Koila and film himself to make a judgment about his performance as an actor. While he assisted his father, he studied acting under Kishore Namit Kapoor. Roshan was originally scheduled to make his screen debut as a lead actor opposite Preeti Zinta and the cancelled film Shekhar Kapoor's Tara Ram Pam Pam. Instead, he started in his father's romantic drama Kaho Na Pyar Hai 2000 opposite another debutant, Amisha Patel. Roshan played dual roles: Rohit, an aspiring singer, brutally killed after witnessing a murder, and Raj, an NRI who falls in love with Patel's character. To prepare, he trained with the actor Salman Khan to bulk up physically, worked to improve his diction, and took lessons in acting, singing, dancing, fencing, and riding, with global revenues of rupees 620 million, $9.0 million US. Kaho Na Pyar Hai became the highest grossing Indian film of 2000. His performance was acclaimed by critics. Sugu Kanchana on Reddit.com wrote, "Roshan is good. The ease and style with which he dances, emotes, fights makes one forget this is the debut film. He seems to be the most promising among the recent load of stars since we have been subjected to. For the role, Roshan received the best both Filmfare Best Debut and Best Actors awards the same year. The film established Roshan as a prominent actor in Bollywood. The actor found life hard after his overnight success, particularly demands on his time. In his second release, Khalid Muhammad's crime drama Fiza, Roshan played Aman, an innocent Muslim boy who becomes a terrorist. After the 1992 and 1993 bomb riots, Roshan appeared in the film to expand his horizons as an actor, co-starring Karishma Kapoor and Jaya Bachchan. Fiza was moderately successful at the box office, and Roshan's performance earned him a second nomination for Best Actor at the Filmfare ceremony. Taran others of Bollywood Hangama praised him as the production's prime assist, commending his body language, his diction, his expressions, and his overall persona. Roshan next appeared in Vidhu Vinod Chopra's action drama Mission Kashmir 2000 alongside Sanjay Dutt, Preeti Zinta, and Jackie Shroff. Set in the Valley of Kashmir during the Indo-Pakistan conflicts, the film addressed the topics of terrorism and crime and was financially successful. Roshan was drawn to his complex role of a young man traumatized by the discovery that his adoptive father had been responsible for the death of his entire birth family. In others' opinion, Roshan brightens up the screen with his magnetic presence. His body language, coupled with his expressions, is sure to win him plaudits. In 2001, Roshan appeared in 2 films, the first of which was Subhas Ghai's Yadein, a romantic drama which paired him with Kareena Kapoor and reunited him with Shroff. Although highly anticipated, Yadeh was revealed by critics in The Hindu, Gia Astaram criticized the director for relying on Roshan's commercial appeal. Roshan next had a supporting role in Karan Johar's ensemble melodrama Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum alongside Amitabh Bachchan, Jaya Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Kajol and Kareena Kapoor. He was cast as an Rohin Rachand, the younger son of Bachchan's character, who plots to reunite him with his adopted son played by Khan. After Johar had watched a rough cut of Kaho Na Pyar Hai, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum finished as India's second highest grossing film of the year and among the most successful Bollywood films in the overseas market, earning over rupees 1 billion, 14 million US dollar worldwide. Writing to Rediff.com, Anujum and described Roshan as the surprise scene stealer, praising him for holding his own against the established actors. Roshan received a nomination for the Filmfare Award for Best Supporting Actor of his performance. In 2002, Vikram Bhatt's romance Aap Mujhe Achhe Lage Lage reunited him with Amisha Patel but failed at the box office, as did Arjun Shalok's romance Na Tum Jano Na Hum 2002. Roshan's final role that year was in a Yash Raj Films Productions, the high-profile Mujhse Dosti Karoge, co-starring Rani Mukherjee and Kareena Kapoor. The romantic drama was heavily promoted before its release and made money internationally, though not in India. In another commercial failure, Suraj Bhartiya, Main Prem Ki Diwani, who Roshan was cast alongside Kareena Kapoor for the fourth time, and Abhishek Bachchan. The press labeled Roshan one trick pony and suggested that the failure of these films would end his career. 2003 to 2008 reveal and award success. Roshan's career began to receive with a starring role in Koi Mil Gaya 2003. The film, directed and produced by his father, centers on his character Rohit Mehra, a developmentally disabled young man who comes in contact with an extra-terrestrial being, a role that required him to lose nearly 8 kilograms at T-Lab. Roshan recalls the experience of starring in the film fondly. I could live my childhood again. I could eat as many as chocolate as I wanted. I became a baby and everybody was so scaring towards me. In the book film sequels, Carol and Jess Cockett drew similarities between the character and the Forrest Gump portrayed by Tom Hanks in the titular film. But the idea was dismissed by Roshan. Film critics were polarized on their view of the film. Some of them negatively compared its storyline to the 1982 Hollywood release E.T. the Extraterrestrial, but were anonymous in their praise for Roshan. In a 2010 retrospective of the top 80 iconic performances of Bollywood, Filmfare noted how flesh and blood Hrithik's act is simply because he believes he is the part. Watch him laugh, cry or bond with his remote-controlled alien friend and note his nose turn. A Reddit.com critic agreed that Roshan was the turbojut that propels the film to the realm of the extraordinary. Koi Mil Gaya was the most popular Bollywood film of the year, earning rupees 80 million, 12 million US dollar, and Roshan won both Filmfare Awards for Best Actors and Best Actor. The following year, Roshan collaborated with Amitabh Bachchan and Preeti Zinta on Farhan Akhtar's Lakshya 2004, a fictionalized coming-of-age story set against events from the 1999 Kargil War. He also featured in the item number Main Aisa Kyun Hu, choreographed by Deva, which proved popular with audiences. The film earned Roshan Best Actor nomination at the Filmfare and Zee Cinema ceremony. Manish Gajjar of the BBC praised Roshan's versatility and his transformation from a carefree youth to a determined and courageous soldier. Roshan was not seen on a screen again until 2006, with 3 new releases, including a cameo at the end of the year in the romance I See You. He co-starred with Nasruddin Shah and Priyanka Chopra in his father's superhero production, Krish. A follow-up to his family production, Koi Mil Gaya, it saw him play dual roles, the little superhero and his character from the original film before production. Roshan traveled to China to train with Tony Ching for the cable work that would be needed to make a character fly. He sustained several injuries during production. For example, he tore the hamstring in his right leg and broke his thumb and toe. Chris became the second highest grossing Bollywood film of 2006 with a worldwide revenue of rupees 1.17 billion. 17 million US dollar. It guaranteed him Best Actor awards at the 2007 Queen and the International Indian Film Academy Awards. Roni Sachev of Variety considered Roshan a prime assist of the film, noting that he pulls off the Pix Wilder absurdities with considerable penchant for his role as an enigmatic master thief in Dhoom 2, an action sequel co-starring Aishwarya Rai, Bipasha Basu and Abhishek Bachchan. Roshan won his third Filmfare Award for Best Actor. The film critic Rajiv Masand called him the heart, the soul and the spirit of the film and praised his stunts, concluding that he holds the film together and even manages to take your attention away from its many flaws. Bored by playing the good guy, Roshan was excited to play a villain for the first time at the request of film's producer Aditya Chopra. Roshan lost 12 pounds 5.4 kg for the role and learned skateboarding, snowboarding, rollerblading and sand surfing with earnings of rupees 1.5 billion 20 million US dollar. Dhoom 2 became the highest grossing Indian film of all time, a distinction it held for 2 years in the 2007 melodrama Om Shanti Om. He made a cameo alongside several Bollywood stars. In 2008, Roshan was cast in Ashutosh Gowarikkar's Jodha Akbar, a partly fictionalized account of a marriage of convention between the Mughal Emperor Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar, played by Roshan, and the Rajput princess Jodhabai, played by Rai Gowarkar. Believed Roshan possessed the regal bearing and physique required to play the role of a king. For the role, Roshan learned sword fighting and horse riding and also took Urdu lessons. Jodho Akbar earned rupees 1.12 billion, 16 million US dollar worldwide. Roshan's performance earned him his fourth Filmfare Best Actor award, as well as his first internationally award, Best Actor at the Golden Minabar International Film Festival in Kazan. Russia, critics were generally appreciative of Roshan's performance. Raja Sen of Reddit.com thought that Roshan proves a very good actor. There are times when his infection seems too modern, but the actor gives the performance his all, slipping into the skin of the character and staying there. Roshan ended 2008 with an appearance in the popular item number Crazy 4 from the film of the same name. 2009-2012 critical acclaim following a small role in Joy Akhtar's Lucky by Chance in 2009. Roshan starred in and recorded Kites in the Sky for the multinational romantic thriller Kites 2010. In the film, produced by his father, he played a man running a green card scam in Las Vegas, in which he has married 11 different women in exchange for money. Kites opened on a record-breaking 3,000 screens and became the first Bollywood film to break into the North American top 10. However, the film eventually underperformed at the box office and received negative reviews from critics. The website Box Office India attributed this failure to this multilingual dialogue in a review for Reddit.com. And became the first Bollywood film to break into the North American top 10. However, the film eventually underperformed at Indian's box office and received negative reviews from critics. The website Box Office India attributed this failure to its multilingual dialogues. In a review of Rediff.com, Matthew Sachenberger thought the Russians overacts a lot in car scenarios, a few scenes but bungles many more, particularly the film's catastrophically bad ending. Russians then collaborated with the director Sanjay Leela Bhansali on the drama Gujarat 2010, in which he had the role of Ethan Miscreants, a former magician suffering from quadriplegia who, after years of struggle, files an appeal of euthanasia. Russian had reservation about the role but agreed to the project after reading the film's story. To understand his role better, he interacted with paralytic patients. In his own words, I used to spend 6 hours with the patient, initially once a week and then once a month. I used to go understand what they go through, what they think, what their needs are. They have taught me a lot of things. He also trained with the Ukrainian magicians to perform the film's magic. Stunts and put on a weight to look the part. The film failed at the box office, though it and Russian's performance were positively received by critics. A writer for Genius praised the chemistry between Roshan and Rai, adding that they break the Bollywood mold of stereotypes. Roshan received the G-Sign Award for Best Actor Critics and nomination for Filmfare IIFA and a G-Sign Award for Best Actor. In 2011, Roshan appeared in Joya Akhtar's ensemble comedy drama Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara alongside Abhay Deol and Farhana Akhtar as 3 friends who embark on a bachelor trip where they overcome their insecurities. Joya cast Roshan in the role of an uptight workaholic as she considers him her favorite actor. For the film's soundtrack, Roshan recorded the song Senorita with his co-stars and Maria Del Mar Fernandez. Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara was released to positive reviews and Roshan's performance was praised. Rajiv Mashandrat, Hrithik Roshan once again brings real depth to his character with a spectacular performances. He is shy and restrained, then lets go with such fantastic intensity that you make the inward journey with his character. The film grossed rupees 1.53 billion, $22 million worldwide, and became Roshan's first commercial success in 3 years. He was nominated for another Filmfare Award for Best Actor for his performance. Later that year, he made a special appearance in France Dawn 2. Roshan's only screen appearance in 2012 was in Karan Malhotra's Agnipath, a retelling of the 1990 film of the same name, cast alongside Rishi Kapoor, Sanjay Dutt and Priyanka Chopra. Roshan reinterpreted the character Vijay Dinanath Chauhan, originally played by Amitabh Bachchan, a common man who seeks revenge against an unscrupulous man for framing and undermissions over his father. Roshan was initially skeptical of taking up a role earlier played by Bachchan and thought hard before accepting. He did not watch the original film for inspiration, as he found his role to be completely different. In one of several accidents to happen during production, Roshan suffered a painful back injury. He deemed Agnipath the hardest project I have ever worked in my life, owing the executions he felt while filming. The film broke Bollywood's highest opening day earnings record and had a worldwide gross of 1.93 billion rupees, $28 million. A first post reviewer thought Roshan's breathes fire and soul into Agnipath. The actor was rewarded with another Filmfare nomination and a third consecutive Stardust Award for Best Actor in Drama, having won previously for Gujarat and Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. 2013 Present Quest 3 and Beyond. Roshan appeared in the third installment of the Krish film series, Krish 3, 2013, which also starred Priyanka Chopra, Vivek Oberoi and Kangana Ranaut. During production, Roshan was injured when he fell down, which resulted in back pain. Critics thought that the film was entertaining but lacking in originality. Though Roshan's performance garnered praise, the editor Komal Natha lauded Roshan for playing three different characters in the film, and the actor received his 11th Filmfare nomination for Best Actor. Chris 3 grossed rupees 2.91 billion, 42 million US dollar worldwide, becoming one of the highest grossing Indian films of all time. Roshan received a fourth consecutive Filmfare nomination for his performance in the 2014 action comedy Bang Bang, a remake of the 2010 Hollywood release Night and Day and one of the most expensive Bollywood films. Playing the role of an eccentric secret agent who plots to track down a terrorist, Roshan became the first actor to perform a flyboarding stunt in film. While filming in Thailand, Roshan suffered a head injury from a stunt accident and underwent brain surgery to reveal a chronic subdural hematoma. The critic Mohar Basu noted that Roshan was pitch perfect and breezed through his part brilliantly. The film earned 3.4 billion, 49 million US dollar in global ticket sales, making it among the highest grossing Indian films. For playing the role of a farmer in 2016 BC who travels to Mohenjo-daro in Ashutosh Gavarkar's Mohenjo-daro 2016, Roshan was paid rupees 500 million, 7.2 million US dollar, a record-breaking remunerations for an Indian actor. He underwent a 3-month training to achieve the lithe and agile physique required for his role. Despite being a highly anticipated release, it failed commercially and critics were generally enthusiastic, dismissing the film as an unintentionally comedy. Anupam Chopra wrote that Roshan pours his soul into every scene, but the burden of carrying this leaden cartoon-like narrative proves too much even for his Herculean shoulders. Roshan was next seen alongside Yami Gautam in Sanjay Gupta's Kabil 2017, a romantic thriller about a blind man who avenges the rape of his blind wife. To ensure authenticity in his portrayal, Roshan locked himself in a room for 4 days and avoided contact with people. Reviews for the film were generally positive, with particular praise for Roshan's performance. Meena Iyer of the Times of India found his performance to be his best to date, and Shubhra Gupta on the Indian Express considered him the only bright spot in this dispirited mess of a movie. The film accumulated rupees 1.96 billion, US $28 million worldwide. After 2 years of screen absence, Roshan starred in Vikas Bal's biographical film Super 30, which is based on the mathematician Anand Kumar and his educational program Super 30. Roshan hired a trainer from Bhagalpur to learn Bihari accent. The film was released to commercially success but received mixed reviews, while NDTV's Saibal Chatterjee found Roshan miscast in his role. Michael Gomes of Khaleji Times called it one of his best performances. Roshan is appearing alongside Tiger Shroff in Yes Raj films, with which he previously collaborated in 2006 in Dhoom 2, was set for release in October 2019. He will also appear in the fourth installment of the Chris series, superhero film Chris 4, expected to release in Christmas 2020. Roshan has performed on stage, appeared on television, and launched a clothing line. His first tour, Hearts Drops Live in Concert 2002 with Kareena Kapoor, Karishma Kapoor, Arjun Rampal, and Aftab Shivadasni, was successful in the United States and Canada. At the end of that year, he danced on stage with Amitabh Bachchan, Sanjay Dutt, Kareena Kapoor, Rani Mukherjee, and Shah Rukh Khan at Kings Park Stadium in Durban, South Africa, and the show No or Never. In 2011, Roshan served as a judge alongside Farhan Khan and Vibhavi Merchant for the dance competition reality show Just Dance. He became the highest paid film star on Indian television after the was paid rupees 20 million to 90,000 US dollars per episode. The show ran from June to October 2011. In November 2013, Roshan launched his clothing line, the Kozal beer brand HRX. Roshan has performed on stage, appeared on television, and launched a clothing line. His first tour, Third Road, Live in Concert 2002 with Kareena Kapoor, Karishma Kapoor, Arjun Rampal, and Aftab Sivadasani, was successful in the United States and Canada. At the end of that year, he danced on stage with Amitabh Bachchan, Sanjay Dutt, Kareena Kapoor, Rani Mukherjee, and Shah Rukh Khan. As the son of the filmmaker Rakesh, Roshan faced the media spotlight from a young age. Discussing nepotism in Bollywood, Sharma Rana views him as one of several actors who managed film careers with the help of family relations in the industry. On the other hand, Roshan is acknowledged in the media as one of the most talented Indian actors of his generation. For his devotion to his work and for his ability to commit heavily to each role, he insists on learning any necessary skills and performing stunts himself, and is particularly known for his professionalism. The director Ashutosh Gavarkar praised Roshan when he continued filming Mohenjo-daro, particularly known for his professionalism. The director Ashutosh Gavarkar praised Roshan when he continued filming Mohenjo-daro. Despite several injuries and being in a troubled state of mind, Zoya Akhtar, who considers Roshan her favorite actor and directed him in Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, remarks on his ability to display a range of emotions on screen. Roshan initially takes on diverse parts in an attempt to not be typecast. He looks at the scripts as a platform to inspire with the strength and courage of his characters and to make his audiences smile. Roshan was noted by critics for his versatility in portraying a variety of characters in Koi Mil Gaya 2003, Lakshay 2004, Jodha Akbar 2008, and Gujarish 2010. Box Office India ranked him first on its top actors listing in 2000 and later included him in 2003, 4, 6, and 7. Roshan topped Rediff.com's list of the best Bollywood actors in 2003 and was ranked 4th in 2006. Filmfare magazine included two of his performances from Koi Mil Gaya and Lakshay on its 2010 list of 80 iconic. In March 2011, Roshan placed 4th on Rediff.com's list of top 10 actors of 2000-2010. Roshan's dancing ability has also drawn praise from the media, an opinion he disagrees with. The Los Angeles Times brands him to be a sensational dancer who has the dashing, chaste looks of a silent movie mentioning idol. Some critics also Filmfare magazine included two of his performances from Koi Mil Gaya and Lakshay on its 2010 list of 80 iconic performances. In March 2011, Roshan placed 4th on Rediff.com's list of top 10 actors of 2000 to 2010. Roshan's dancing ability has also drawn praise from the media, an opinion he disagrees with. The Los Angeles Times finds him to be a sensational dancer who has the dashing, chiseled looks of silent movie Manatee Idol. Some critics also believe that it is only able to dance and act in his father's film. His inclination towards glamorous, albeit empty parts, which conform to character stereotypes, has been criticized. Roshan's rise has been charted in a series of interviews and articles by the UK-based journalist Ford Omar in his book Bollywood: An Insider's Guide. Omar criticized the flippant press treatment of Roshan, which heralded him as the next superstar one moment and declared his career over the next. Roshan is among Bollywood's highest paid actors. In a 2014 article, Daily News and Analysis created him as the most bankable star in Bollywood, one of the most high-profile Indian celebrities. He was named the second most powerful Indian film star by Forbes in 2001. He ranked 4th in Filmfare Power list in 2007. In a 2009 poll conducted by Daily News and Analysis, Roshan was voted one of India's most popular icons. At the 2009 FICCI Awards, Roshan was one of the 10 recipients of the most powerful Bollywood entertainers of the 2000s. From 2012 to 2018, Roshan was placed on Forbes India's Celebrity 100, a list based on the income and popularity of Indian celebrities, peaking at 9th position in 2014 with an annual income of rupees 850 million rupees, $12 million US. Roshan has established himself as a sex symbol and a style icon in India. In 2006, Roshan was one of the 4 Bollywood actors, along with Priyanka Chopra, Kajol and Shah Rukh Khan, whose miniature dolls were launched in the United Kingdom under the name of Bollywood legend. He topped the Times of India's listing of 50 most desirable men in 2010 and ranked among the top 5 for the next 5 years. In 2010 and 12, the Indian edition of GQ included him in their listing of Bollywood's best dressed men. A life-size wax figure of him was installed at London's Madame Tussauds Museum in January 2011, making him the 5th Indian actor to have been replicated as a wax statue there. Versions of the statue were installed at Madame Tussauds museums in New York, Washington, and other cities in the world. Roshan regularly features in the magazine Eastern Eye's listing of the 50th sexiest Asian men. He topped the list in 2011, 2012, and 2014, and featured among the top 5 in 2010, 13, and 15 to 18. Vaani Kapoor, born 23 August 1988, is an Indian actress known for her work in Bollywood films produced by Yash Raj Films. She made her film debut in 2013 romantic comedy Sudh Desi Romance, a critical and commercial success which earned her Filmfare Award for Best Female Debut. She went on to star in the company's romantic comedies Aha Kalyanam 2014 and Befikre 2016. Kapoor's father is a furniture exports entrepreneur and her mother is a teacher turned marketing executive. She did her schooling at the Mata Jaipur Public School in Ashok Vihar, Delhi. Later, she enrolled in Indira Gandhi National Open University, completing a bachelor's degree in tourism studies, after which she took up an internship with Oberoi Hostels and Resorts in Jaipur and later worked for ITC Hotel. She was signed by the Elite Model Management for modeling projects. She later signed a 3-film deal with the Yash Raj Films. Kapoor was selected through an audience to play a supporting role in the romantic comedy Shuddha Desi Romance alongside Sushant Singh Rajput and Parineeti Chopra. The film deals with the subject of live-in relationship, received positive feedback from critics, and Kapoor's portrayal of an outspoken girl, Tara, was praised. Mohar Basu of Koi Moi wrote that Kapoor was a pleasant debutant, though she isn't an overtly powerful actress, while Madhureta Mukherjee of the Times of India thought that she was impressive, pretty, and commands a good screen presence. Shuddha Desi Romance collected rupees 46 crore $6.8 million at the domestic box office and emerged as a commercial success. At the 59th Filmfare Awards, Kapoor was awarded with the Best Female Debut Award. Her next release was the Tamil romantic comedy Aha Kalyanam, an official remake of the 2010 Hindi film Band Baja Barat. Kapoor was cast opposite Nani and learned Tamil and a Telugu language for the film. Upon the release, Kapoor received positive reviews for playing the lead female role. According to the Box Office India, the film was average grosser. In 2016, Kapoor appeared in Aditya Chopra's romantic drama Befikre opposite Ranveer Singh. The film, set in Paris, was released on 9th December 2016. It received negative reviews from critics and became an average grosser at the box office. Subhra Gupta of the Indian Express describes Vani's role as "You can see Vani trying for more in a few senses, but she appears timed for the most part, better fleshed out. She could have been a truly spunky here and now leading lady, changing her own gears on love and life." In 2017, she appeared in a Yash Raj remake music video titled Main Yaar Mana Nahi. In 2019, she is appearing in War, an action thriller film opposite Hrithik Roshan. The film, directed by Siddharth Anand and featuring Tiger Shroff also, is produced by Yash Raj Films. Ashutosh Rana, Rama Narayan Nekhara, born 10th November 1967, known professionally as Ashutosh Rana, is an Indian actor working in Marathi, Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, film and Hindi. He has also worked in Indian television shows. He had also won 2 Filmfare Awards for Dushman and Shangars. He won these awards in the category Filmfare Awards in a negative role. Rana is from Gadwara district, Narsikpur, Madhya Pradesh state. He spent his childhood in Gadwara, where he finished his primary school. He used to play the role of Ravana in the local Ramila productions. He went to the National School of Drama, New Delhi, and studied acting. He has done many plays with the great guru Satyadev Dubey in Prithvi Theatre. Ashutosh Rana is married to Renuka Nekhare. Renuka Sahane, also a Bollywood actress. They have 2 sons, Shouryaanga and Satyendra. Nekhara is a fervent admirer of his Hindu guru Pandit Dev Prabhakar Shastriji, whom he calls Dadaji. It was Dadaji who suggested to Rana to take up the acting career. When Rana was about to enter the field of acting, Dadaji told him to go to Bombay and meet Mahesh Bhatt and take any project which starts with the letter S. When Rana got an offer of Swabhiman from Mahesh Bhatt, he didn't wait for a second and grabbed the opportunity. He started his career with the television serial Swabhiman, followed by serials like Fard, Sajish, Dex Kabir, Waris, and assuring TV show Baji Kiski. He also hosted Sarkar Ki Duniya, a reality show which took place on Mango Island in Karwar, Karnataka. Later in 2010, he had acted in a Star Plus show Kali Ek Agni Priksha, where he played an extremely powerful negative role as Thakral. He had also played lead role in the famous TV serial of Doordarshan named Apradhi Kaun. He became known in Indian cinema after his movie Dushman, where he played a cold-blooded, psychopathic killer. He is mostly given roles of antagonist in movies, particularly that of a killer, and in some movies he played supporting roles. He has acted in South Indian films. He frequently appears in Mahesh Bhatt's films. He played the role of Alia Bhatt's father in Karan Johar's Humphrey Sharma Ki Dulhaniya. He has acted in many Kannada films. He has shared screen spaces with South Indian superstar Dr. Vishnu Vardhan, a star of 220 movies in 5 different languages. He acted in the Kannada film Vishnu Vijay, starring Akshay Kumar. He also acted with Dr. Vishnu Vardhan in the 2005 released super hit film Vishnu Sena and the 2007 released movie Kashna Kashna that also starred Aditya and Prema. Anupriya Gonke is an Indian actress and model who appears in Hindi and Telugu films. She first shoots to fame in 2013 as the face of UPA government's Bharat Nirman and campaign and for playing a lesbian in India's first ever lesbian ad for the brand Myntra. Goenka made her own screen debut with the 2013 Telugu film Potugadu, having previously starred in the 2013 short film Rose the Kiss. She subsequently starred in the comedy drama Bobby Jasu's 2013, the drama Pathshala 2014, the action comedy Dishum, and the crime drama Daddy. She is best known for his portrayal of Nurse Purna in the action thriller Tiger Zinda Hai 2017 and Nagmati in the epic period drama Padmavat, both of which rank among the highest grossing Indian films of all time. Anupriya Goenka was born in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh to Ravindra Kumar Goenka, a garment entrepreneur, and Pushpa Goenka, a homemaker, the youngest of 4 children. Goenka has 2 older sisters and a brother. She completed her schooling from Gyan Bharati School in Saket, New Delhi, and acquired her bachelor's degree in commerce from Shaheed Bhagat Singh College. University of Delhi. Goenka provided financial support to her family before she completed school. She said, "I was the enterprising one and started helping my father in the garment export business. Acting was always a hobby till I realized I couldn't do justice to both create and my corporate career." She said, Goenka moved to Mumbai in 2008 to pursue a career in acting. At first, she worked in the corporate sector and settled in Mumbai, where she was joined by her family. Goenka was intrigued with the theatre and juggled between a career in acting and the corporate sector. She started doing commercials and first shoot to fame in 2013 as the face of UPA government's Bharat Nirman ad campaign and for playing a lesbian character in India's first ever lesbian ad for the brand Myntra in 2015. Goenka has appeared in various television commercials for brands including Coke, Garnier, Stay Free, Kotak, Mahindra, Prithviraj, and Deva. She also worked as an anchor show host in a home shopping channel called Soap Shide for more than 1 year. She portrayed the nurse Purna in the 2017 action thriller Tiger Zinda Hai. She is best known for her portrayal of the role of Queen Nagmati in the 2018 epic film Padmavati opposite Shahid Kapoor, which garnered her critical acclaim. Sharma came into the limelight after making it to the final 5 of the Miss India 1998 contest. She was also adjudged Miss Photogenic in the same contest. She has walked the ramp for all major designers in the country and for international design houses such as Valentino and Fendi in India. She was the worldwide face of the press campaign for Burgate watches and jewelry for 5 years. She has endorsed being the face of several skincare brands in India such as Garnier, Nivea and Dettol soap. She has also hosted television shows, been a judge on a fashion-based show on MTV making the cut, and acted in the lead role on a show called Life Nahi Hai Lado before making her film debut with the 2002 Bollywood film 16 December. Dipanita was born in the Oil Indian Limited colony town of Doilejan in Assam. Her father was a doctor in the OIL hospital. She studied in the Holy Child School, Guwahati, till her 9th standard and pursued the rest of her school academics from St. Mary's schools. Naharkatai. She later graduated in history from Indraprasth College for Women, Delhi. Dipanita is married to Delhi entrepreneur Dalshir Singh Atwal, a third-generation businessman and who is into his family business of mining and currently lives in Mumbai, India. Her younger sister is the television actress Arunima Sharma, who is best known for his role as Rano in the soap opera Kasam Se. Soni Razdan, born 25 October 1956, is a British actress and film director. She is the mother of Bollywood actress Alia Bhatt and Saheen Bhatt and married to Mahesh Bhatt. Razdan was born in Birmingham, UK to Gertrude Hollizer, a German woman, and Narendranath Razdan, a Kashmiri Pandit. She is the mother of Bollywood actress Alia Bhatt. Razdan started her career in English theatre with John Followers, The Collector, and her Hindi stage career with Band Darwish, Stare Dubey, adaptation of Jean Paul starring No Exit. Her photos were seen Franco Jeffrey, who wanted to cast her as Mary in the Minzare's Jesus of Nazareth. The role, however, was given to Oliva Hussey, and Razdan was cast as a young grieving mother as well as appearing as an extra in the other scene. She appeared as Soluchana in the hit Doordarshan TV series Bunyad. She also acted in India TV serials Sahil Gatha and has been a regular on Indian television. In 2002, she turned to direction with Aur Fir Ek Din on Star Plus, on Take Off on One Fine Day starring Michael Pfeiffer and George Clooney. She has also acted in Bollywood movies. Razdan directed a film called Love Affair that was expected to be released in 2016 but did not. She acted in Meghna Gulzar's Razi, which also starred her daughter Alia in the lead role. This was the first time when she shared the screen with Alia, where she played the character of Alia's mother. Haasan married film director Mahesh Bhatt on 20 April 1986. She is the mother of actress Alia Bhatt, born 15 March 1993, and Shaheen Bhatt, born 28 November 1988, and stepmother of Pooja Bhatt and Rahul Bhatt, and the aunt of Imran Hashmi. Harith Jekaira is an Indian actor. He has had many roles, beginning with his debut film Darmiya 1987, 1947 Earth, 1998 Dance Like a Man 2004, and other roles, even biographical projects such as Mardana in the controversial Nanak Shahar Fakir. Jakira began acting in theatre while in college and later moved on to television and films. He has acted in numerous television serials in the last decade, including Chunauti, Karambhumi, Mrityudand, Dhund, Arju, Campus, Kali, Ek Agni Priksha, etc. He has acted in diverse roles in films like Darmiya, Hero, Asambhav, and Dance Like a Man English. He has also travelled the globe since 2005 with the Australian musical show Merchants of Bollywood, performing major roles in the production across Europe, China, France, Poland, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Australia. The last season in Sydney 2010. He portrayed Rustam Setna in Deepa Mehtar 1927 and Major Dillo in Shyam Bengaluru, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, the forgotten hero. He also appeared in Home Delivery, Aapko Ghar Tak, Hazaron Khwahish, Deva, and the Shah Rukh Khan film My Name is Khan. Mixed reviews from critics. A reviewer for the Times of India wrote that Sanon looks pretty and acts well. Sanon had two film releases in 2017. She first starred alongside Sushant Singh Rajput in Dinesh Vizan's directorial debut Rabta, which tells the story of star-crossed lovers who are reincarnated in a scathing review. Sukanya Verma of Rediff.com labeled the film embracingly daft but took note of Sanon's status quo spirited presence. It did not do well commercially. Her next release, Ashwini Iyer Tiwari's romantic comedy Bareli Ki Barfi, was better received. Sanon starred alongside Ayushmann Khurrana and Rajkumar Rao and played the role of a headstrong woman in rural India who aspires to the better life. Sabil Chatterjee of NDTV noted that the burden of making Bareli Ki Barfi work rests upon Kirti Sanon and she doesn't put a foot wrong, but Shubhra Gupta of the Indian Express thought that despite Sanon's effort, her performance lacked naturalism. It earned over Rs 548 million, US $7.9 million against its Rs 200 million, $2.9 million budget. In 2019, Sanon starred opposite Kartik Aaryan in Luka Chuppi, a romantic comedy about a couple in a live-in relationship. Deva Sharma of Filmfare wrote, Sanon is spontaneous,
throughout and seems to be finding her feet in comedy, having a gala time of it all in the process. Commercially, it proved to be a success. Her second release of 2019 was Arjun Patiala, co-starring Diljit Dosanjh, a romantic spoof comedy film directed by Rohit Prithviraj. She has 3 upcoming films: a comedy Houseful 4 featuring an ensemble cast, Ashutosh Govarkar's period drama Panipat with Arjun Kapoor and Sanjay Dutt, Rahul Dhalokia's as yet untitled thriller in which she is playing a leading role. In addition to acting, Sanon is an endorser for several brands and products including Trident Group's bath and home linen, Titan watches, Raga collection, Pursuit, American Swan, Cadbury Fuse, Oasis Styles, Urban Clap among others. In July 2014, Sanon launched Tissot's Quickster football watch in multiple cities in India. In April 2017, she performed in the opening ceremony of 2017 Indian Premier League. Apar Shakti Khurana is an Indian actor, radio jockey, and a television host. He is the younger brother of actor Ayushmann Khurrana. Khurrana's first Bollywood project came with the sports biopic Dangal, which emerged as one of the highest grossing Indian films of all time and earned him several awards and nominations. He rose to prominence with starring supporting roles in the romantic comedies Badrinath Ki Dulhania and Luka Chuppi and the comedy drama Happy Phir Bhag Jayegi. Khurrana went on to gain critical acclaim for playing a supporting role in the top-grossing horror comedy Stree, for which he earned a Filmfare nomination in the Best Supporting Actor category. Khurrana was born on 18 November 1987 in Chandigarh to Anita and P. Khurrana. He completed his schooling and graduation in law from Chandigarh. He was also the sports captain at school and captained the Haryana under-19 cricket team. His brother Ayushmann Khurrana is a popular Bollywood actor. Early work and breakthrough. Khurrana made his acting debut with Nitish Tiwari's biographical sports drama Dangal 2016 about the story of Mahavir Singh Fogart, an Indian amateur Pahalwani wrestler who trains his 2 daughters Geeta and Babita to become India's world-class top female wrestlers. Amir Khan was cast as Mahavir, while Fatima Sana Sheikh and Sanya Malhotra featured as the 2 daughters, and Khurrana played Omkar Mahavir's nephew. The film garnered favorable reaction from critics and was highly anticipated. Dangal eventually proved to be the highest grossing Indian film, with grossing over rupees 20 billion, 219 million US dollar in global ticket sale, becoming Khurrana's highest grossing release ever and earning him praise along with a Screen Award for Best Male Debut and a nomination under the same category at the Filmfare Awards. The Shashank Khaitan directed romantic comedy Badrinath Ki Dulhania 2017 was Khurana's next film release, co-starring alongside Alia Bhatt and Varun Dhawan. The film narrated the story of an independent young woman but from rural India who refuses to conform to patriarchal acceptions from her chauvinistic flanks. Khurana was cast as Bhushan Mishra, Bhatt's brother-in-law. Badrinath Ki Dulhania proved to be one of the top grossing productions of the year, grossing over rupees 2 billion, 29 million US dollar worldwide. In 2018, Khurana appeared in 3 films, the first of which was Mudassar Aziz Happy for Bhag Jayegi, a sequel to the 2016 film Happy Bhag Jayegi, a comedy about 2 girls who both are named Happy, a critical and commercial failure. It co-starred Sonakshi Sinha and Daina Penty, with Khurana playing the supporting part of Aman Badba, the eloped fiance of Happy to Sinha. His next role was in Amar Kaushik's directorial debut Stree, a horror comedy co-starring Rajkumar Rao, Shraddha Kapoor and Pankaj Tripathi. Stree emerged as a major commercial success with a worldwide gross revenue of rupees 180 billion, 26 million US dollar, and his performance earned him a Best Supporting Actor nomination at Filmfare. Khurana's final release of 2018 was the next Netflix film Rajma Chawal, directed by Lena Yadav. It co-starred Rishi Kapoor, Anirudh Talwar and Amaira Datsur. In 2019, Khurana took another supporting role in Lakshman Utekar's romantic comedy Luka Chupi, co-starring Kartik Aaryan, Kriti Sanon and Pankaj Tripathi. Set in Gujarat, Luka Chupi was about the story of a life-in relationship between a headstrong woman, Rashmi, played by Sanon, and a television reporter, Guddu, played by Aryan. The film received positive reviews from critics and turned out to be a commercial success, grossing over rupees 1 billion, 14 million US dollar worldwide. As of March 2019, Khurana has 2 upcoming projects. He is filming Remo D'Souza's coming-of-age dance film Street Dancer, a sequel to the 2015 dance film ABCD2, which will feature an ensemble cast including Varun Dhawan, Shraddha Kapoor, Nora Fateh, Punit Pathak and Prabhu Deva, and will release on 24 January 2020. Khurana has also completed Prashanth Singh's romantic comedy Jabariya Jodi, which co-stars Siddharth Malhotra and Parineeti Chopra and is slated to release on 2 August 2019. Khurana was born in Chandigarh. His father, P. Khurana, is an astrologer and an author on the subject of astrology, whereas his mother, Anita, is a housewife and she is of half Burmese descent and an MA in Hindi. He married Akariti Ahuja, whom he met at a dance class in Chandigarh. On 7 September 2014, Ahuja is an MBA graduate from Indian School of Business and the founder of La Feria Events. Vinay Pathak, born 27 July 1968, is an Indian actor. He has starred in many films including Hosla Ka Hosla, Beza Fry, Island City, and Johnny Gadar, and had a supporting role in high-profile movies like Jism and Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi. Pathak was born in Bhojpur district, Bihar, India. He attended the boarding school Vikas Vidyalaya, Ranchi until 1982. After graduating from Allahabad University, he moved to USA for higher studies. Career while studying at State University of New York at Tony Brock, Pathak had many acting roles, notably in the comedies Hosla Ka Ghosla and Bheza Fry. In 1999, he played the role of Vinny in the television series Hip Hop along with good friend Ranveer Shourya. He anchored the show Oi. Together, they hosted the talk show Ranveer Vinay or Kaun, as well as House Arrest, Duniya Gol Hai, and Cricket Crazy. He also teamed up with his friends Ranveer, Suresh Menon, and Gaurav Gera to be a part of a gag-based show, The Great Indian Comedy Show. Pathak starred in a minor role of Inspector Gurupal Padas in a made-for-TV movie Alka Ameen. Alka Ameen is an Indian film, television, and theatre actor. She graduated from National School of Drama. She is known for his best performance in Bollywood movies like Dum Laga Ke, Haisha, Shadi Mein Jarur Aana, Luka Chupi, Kedarnath, Romeo Akbar Bolter, Badhai Ho, Amazon exclusive web series Chacha Vidhayak Hai Hamare, award-winning short film Maya, and Sex Chat with Pappu and Papa. Her notable performances including playing Veena Chopra in Preacher. Dhavani Bhansuli is an Indian singer who works in the Bollywood music industry. She recorded the hit song of 2018 Dilbar from the movie Satyameva Jayate. She started her music career with the song Ishtihar from the film Welcome to New York. Dhavani Bhansuli was born in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Her father is Vinod Bhansuli, who is the president of Global Marketing and Media Publishing for T-Series. She has a younger sister named Diya Bhansuli. Bhansuli has worked with Neha Kakkar and song Dilbar and Guru Randhawa on the song Ishare Tere. Her debut song was Ishtihar from the film Welcome to New York, in which she sang with Rahat Fateh Ali Khan. Her song Dilbar was the first Hindi language song to enter the Billboard Top 10. She has released a carpool mashup of Gulabi Aankhein and Shape of You. She has released the singles Le Jare and Main Teri Hoon. She has sung Dunya from the movie Luka Chupi along with Akhil. She has also sung the song Laila for the movie Notebook. She has also sung the super hit single Vaste along with Nikhil D'Souza, starring herself and Siddharth Gupta, which became the most liked Indian song on YouTube at the time. She has also sung the party anthem Mukda Vek Ke from the movie De De Pyar De. Mannat Noor is an Indian singer. She has sung songs and films including Long Lachi, Carry On Jatta 2, Sonu Get Hittugi Sweetie and Har Jitta. Her original name is Kamlesh Devi. She was born in a Hindu Rajput family, Resi, Jammu. Her father is Tejaram and mother is Gora Devi. After completing her 12th education, she moved to Punjab. She became extremely popular and sensation after the sang for Long Lachi movie title track Long Lachi, which remains most streamed Indian song. She has also sung many Punjabi singles such as Jimmy Cho and Rashmi Chunni. Neha Kakkar, born 6th June 1988, is an Indian singer. She completed on season 2 of the television reality show Indian Idol in 2006 and was a judge on the 10th season of the same show Indian Idol 10. She also appeared in comedy circus Ka Tension in 2014 on Sony TV. She had judged a signing reality show on GTV named Sare Gama Pa Le Champs. In 2008, she launched her first album, Neha the Rock Star, and the music was composed by Meet Bros. She has worked in songs Sunny Sunny from movie Yariyan, Manali Trains from movie The Soakness, O Aao Raja with singer Yo-Yo Honey Singh from movie Gabbar is Back, The Thing Nach from movie Patha Poster Nikla Hero, London Thumakda from movie Queen, Dilbar from movie Satyameva Jayate, Hanju album with singer Myang Chang and Pata Lagya album with singer Gippy Grewal. Kakkar was born in Rishikesh, Uttarakhand. She is the younger sister of playback singer Sonu Kakkar. One of her two brothers, Tony Kakkar, is also a singer. Kakkar grew up in Delhi and studied at New Holy Public School, Uttamnagar, New Delhi. When she participated in Indian Idol Season 2, she was a student of class 11. Kakkar was passionate about music since early childhood. She started singing when she was only 4. She made debut with Indian Idol Season 2 as a contestant. After Indian Idol, she entered music industry with the album Neha the Rock Star, composed by Meet Bros in 2008. In 2013, Kakkar was in the song The Thing Nach for the movie Phata Poster Nikla Hero. She was female singer in the popular song Sunny Sunny with Honey Singh in 2014, which gave her a breakthrough. In the same year, Kakkar gave voice in the song London Lumagda. Then she gave the voice for the song Party Shoes of the Kolkata movie Bindas. Kakkar was a female voice in Magic Mamoni of the Bengali movie where acted Maya Mahi. Her other works includes songs Car Mein Music Baja, Dilwale movie, song Tukur Tukur, Chitta Kukar for the movie Love Shuda, Kala Chashma for the movie Bar Bar Dekho in 2016 for the song and song Dilbar Dilbar in 2018 for the film Satyameva Jayate 2018 film which was recreated by original song with the same title from Sirf Tum and becomes chartbuster. Neha Kakkar and Himanshu Kohli were in a relationship since 2014. They broke up in late 2018. Sunanda Sharma is an Indian singer and actress. She made her debut with the song Billi Akh. Sharma also recently began her acting career in the film Sajan Singh Rangroot with co-stars Diljit Dosanjh and Yograj Singh. Sunanda Sharma started her Bollywood career with Tere Naal Nachna song. Sunanda Sharma started her career by signing cover songs and uploading video recordings to YouTube. After growing in popularity, she eventually released her debut single Billi Akh. One of her songs, Jani Tera Naam, released in 2017, has been viewed over 222 million times on YouTube. Mika Singh is an Indian playback singer and live performer amongst a wide catalogue of songs. The prominent ones are Bass A King, Sing Is King, Mauza Himoza, Jab We Met, Ibn Batuta, Ishqya and Dhano Houseful. Mika began his career at an early age and has released several solo albums. He also acted on various reality shows, becoming a modest star in the country. Mika Singh is younger brother of Punjabi singer Daler Mehndi. His song Sawan Mein Lagi Gayi Aag was remixed by US based singer Pinky Paras. Mika Singh was born as Amrik Singh. He is the youngest among the 6 Mehndi brothers, with the eldest being the popular Punjabi singer Daler Mehndi. His father, Ajmer Singh Chandan, was an amateur wrestler as well as a trained Indian classical musician, while Balbir Kaur, his mother, had a great interest in the field of folk music, and she had also been an amateur wrestler at the state level. Mika learned to play the tabla at age of 8. By the age of 12, he had learned to play the harmonium, and by the age of 14, he was proficient with the guitar. In his early days, he was a kirtan singer before evolving into a pop and Bhangra artist. In 2014, Mika performed live and sold out in Bollywood showstoppers at the O2 Arena with Arjun Kapoor, Sonakshi Sinha, Jacqueline Fernandez, Shahid Kapoor, Ali Jafar, and supported by Bollywood dance group Bollyflex that appeared Sky One's dance competition show Go to Dance. Mika Singh also performed at his biggest outdoor concert at Danny Singh's Sunwell Birmingham Mela in 2016 with an audience of 80,000 at Birmingham, UK. Rakhi Sawant filed case against Mika for forcibly kissing her on 11th June 2006. Mika Singh was arrested in UAE after a case was filed against him by a Brazilian teenager model for allegedly sending sexually inappropriate messages to her. After this, he was sent to